Hello everybody, welcome back to another fun thrifting adventure. Do you know in today's adventure I find this digital camera? Now I pick it up pretty cheap and on eBay they're selling for quite a bit of money. So you want to hang around for that. Also I find a whole bunch of other stuff. So come on, what are we waiting for? Let's get thrifting.
Soon as I got inside this first Goodwill, I decided to start my search in the electronics section. And right away, I saw this Sony cassette player. They were asking $5.98 for it. And online, they go for $20, even if they're not working. So I had my first item of the day. On this next row, they had a ton of these collectible knickknacks. Well, the first one I saw that really caught my eye was this unicorn. It was really pretty, said hopes and dreams on it. It was only $3.98, and online these go for over $20. I walked over to their toy section where I saw these bins. Now, this Goodwill keeps all their plush in these bins, and they don't price them. They go by size. That's how they charge you. Well, this Miami University bear ended up costing me $2.99. I guess he was the right size, and they sell for $20. As I continued to walk through the toy section, I noticed this animated Disney princess's centerpiece. Now, when you push the button, the record spins, and the princesses would sing songs. It was only $4.98, and online these go for around $25.
Well guys, that Disney princess's centerpiece ended up giving me a little bit of a surprise because it sold for more than I thought. I got $29.95 for it plus shipping. So I was pretty happy with that. And I really do like Disney stuff. I find a lot and I sell a lot. Okay, now back to the video.
Whenever I get to this store, I like to take a quick look at their mugs. Well, today the only one that interested me was this Mickey Through the Years mug. They wanted $3.98 for it, but online they only go for $12, so I had to move on. On their back wall, I saw this Nikon camera bag. They wanted $12.98 for it, which was really high. But then when I opened it, I realized that it had not one, but two cameras inside, and one of them is worth well over $100. This Goodwill has a second room, but the problem is that everything in here is either new merchandise or furniture, neither of which I like. So once you guys have a look, let's get heading to that next store. Come on.
Well guys, it's time to be heading to the second store today. But before we go, I just want to talk to the non-subscribers. Do you non-subscribers see this egg? Well, that egg won't hatch unless one of you clicks the subscribe button. Yeah, it'll just stay like that all day. I don't know what's in it either, so I'd be curious, and I already subscribed, so it's going to take one of you guys to hatch that egg. But, while you're making up your mind, let's get heading to store number 2. Wow! Thanks, guys. I didn't know that was in there either. Pretty cool. Okay, let's get heading to store number 2.
The toy aisle at this second Goodwill was pretty empty. I guess they were getting ready to put out some new toys. But I did manage to find this Florida Gators gorilla. It was animated. It sang the football fight song. Its mouth moved. It was $3.99, and they go for $30 online. On this next aisle, the first thing I came across were these stereo earbuds. Goodwill was asking $1.99 for them, but on eBay they only go for $6, so I had to leave them behind. A little bit further down the aisle, I saw this Jose Siri bobblehead. He's a Houston Astros baseball player. They were asking $6.99 for it, and online they go for around $30. So I had to take this home. There was nothing on this glassware aisle for me, But I did notice this shot glass. It was shaped like a man's head. It said Myrtle Beach on it. Now they were asking $2.99 for it, but I'm not buying this to resell. My roommate collects shot glasses, and she would love this one. As soon as I got to this aisle, I saw that orange and blue vase. Well, they were asking $6.99 for it, and it didn't have a brand name, but this is one of those items that you buy and you don't know why. I just had to have it, so I put it in my cart. Okay, guys, well, we did okay here. Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. But we got one more store to go to, and maybe we'll find some really good stuff there. Let's go.
Okay, guys, well, it's time to be heading to the third store today. Now, there I find some pretty interesting stuff, so you don't want to miss that. But before we go, I just wanted to tell you guys, if you find anything in any of my videos that you're interested in, just click the eBay link below. You'll be taken to my store, have a look around, and maybe you'll find something you're interested in buying. And if not, that's okay too. But for now, let's get heading to that third store.
As soon as I got to this store, I noticed this cat treat jar. I guess you could also use it as a cookie jar. They were asking $5.99 for it, and online they go for around $25. Well, I had my first item here. I was walking down this aisle when I saw this Tampa Bay Buccaneers coin bank. It was shaped like a football helmet. They were asking $6.99 for it, and online they go for $25. So I had another item. I like this one. I decided to walk over to the toy section, but when I got here, there wasn't much to see. And you guys know how much I like toys. I just looked and couldn't find anything, so I decided to head to the other side of the aisle. When I got to the other side of the aisle, I noticed this little house. Well, it turned out that it was Snow White's house. It had 14 miniature figures inside. Goodwill was asking $3.99 for it. And when I looked it up on eBay, I was shocked because these go for over $20. Well, guys, what you couldn't see in the video was that Snow White house had 14 miniature figures inside, and none of them were the dwarfs. A little surprising, but no, there was a deer and, all little creatures of the forest. Well, I listed it on eBay, and it ended up selling for $23.95 plus $6.95 shipping. So even without the dwarfs, Snow White's a star. Okay, back to the video. This row was kind of sparsely populated, but I did manage to find this freeze your fat away machine. Now, they were asking $19.99 for it. Ouch, that's kind of high. But online they go for between $45 and $50, so I took it anyway. Well, guys, this isn't one of my favorite updates, as you'll find out in a few minutes why. Well, a guy bought my Freeze Your Fat Away belt, and he got it home, and the belt was too small to fit around his waist, so he wanted to return it. So I had to refund his money. Well, that was fine, but I also had to pay for the return shipping because I wanted it back. So now I'm into this freeze belt for about $30, and the best I'm ever going to do on it is break even. Well, that's what happens when you're in the resale business. Things don't always turn out the way you wish they would. It happens in all businesses, as a matter of fact. Okay, so back to the video and on to the next item. Okay, guys. Well, I'm glad everyone came along on the journey today. I had a lot of fun. But now it's time for me to go pay for this stuff and then head out to the car. I'll see you out there.
Well, guys, it's that sad part of the day when I have to say goodbye. But I want to meet you guys right back here in 7 days from today, because we're going to have another fun and interesting thrifting adventure. So mark it on your calendar. But until then, remember, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Please share this video with a friend. Most of all, stay safe out there, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, guys. Stay safe.